I grew up in a city called Chandigarh. It's a very beautiful city, very clean. Life was good. Growing up, I remember being surrounded by my family, friends, neighbors, very lively environment. As you can imagine, there are always people around you. It was 1991, and I had actually finished my college, and my uncle he's my maternal uncle, he lives in Canada, and he had offered my mom and dad that he would sponsor me, and my mom and dad agreed or liked the idea, and they thought that would be really good for me. And I didn't give too much thought to it, and I actually decided to move to Canada. I was there for about 7 years. I lived in Canada. I went to school there. I did my master's degree, and that is the place, University of Alberta. I met my husband, Jay, and we got married, and we both were working in Canada, and then a job opportunity came up for my husband to work in the United States. And we considered it and thought it would be a really good opportunity to try something different. So my husband took up the job, and I followed as a trailing spouse, came to Appleton, Wisconsin. My husband worked there. I stayed home because I did not have a visa to work. And actually, it was really nice because it worked out for me. That is the time when I had my son, Ishan, and I got to spend time with him at home, the quality time, because I wasn't working because of my papers. But I think in the end, it turned out really good. And when we moved to US, we had to start all over again. So we started out with our visas, and then obviously work visa, and then green card, and then citizenship. Very time-consuming process, as you may know. And then moving to a new place, starting over with having no friends and no family. And we had a house in Calgary. Here we came, lived in an apartment. We had 2 jobs, and now we were down to 1 job. So life was kind of like starting over, when we had moved from India to Canada. This was all over again. It was not a big adjustment. We grew up speaking English, learning English, so language was not as much of a problem. The problem was actually the accents are different, So if people went really fast, it took you a little while to understand. And also, some of the words, when we grew up in India, we learned the British way, and here in America, the English is a little bit different. So some small struggles like that. Life is good. After all that, paperwork is all set, and now we are U.S. citizens. I live with my husband, and my son is now 15 years old, a handsome boy, and we live here in Minneapolis. It's really good. We both have job. We have a house. Sometimes we get family come here and visit us in the United States, but we try to go home every other year and visit our close family and relatives in India. But one of the moments that is memorable to me is actually hosting an event for India Association where Dr. Abdul Kalam, he's the 11th President of India, and I was invited to be the host for that event. And just sharing the stage with His Excellency Dr. Kalam was a moment that is memorable to me, and is always going to be in my memories. I just remember I was the shyest girl, and here I'm standing with the 11th President of India, and I would have never gotten that opportunity in India to do.